Without further ado, we're going to get this match on between Igneous Esports Academy and Godalions, and this is going to be a good match, so stay tuned. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. First game of the third series here at the ECC, Igneous Esports Academy versus Godalions. And Igneous Esports not looking so strong towards the last of their mass game between Nightbear, but Godalions really stepped up towards the end, and hopefully we can see Godalions try and turn it around for them this series.
Let's Godalions on the orange team, Igneous on the blue team, and in the early stages it's Igneous looking to get the early kill here. Dennis, did I say kill? I meant early goal. I've been commentating too much of other games lately, but Igneous, they're trying to get something here, and Godalions, 3 players at the back, eventually finding the clearance, and it's not going to be fully cleared yet. A second ball win won't quite go far enough for Igneous, and there's a nice shot in the end for Savi, and that's goal number 1 and the lead for Godalions.
Yeah, Godalions have had their warm-up game, and they've really come out on top in that in game 4, not so much as game 5, but it doesn't matter. Obviously, they still have the opportunity to try and take that 3rd place in this final matchup for them here in this playoff.
Godalions looking to try and extend the lead here, but they are the team who are feeling the pressure at this stage. James pushing forward here and trying to find something. I'm guessing this is a new player Godalions have got in place of, I forgot who it was. Either way, Saab getting the ball down, a good little centre, but it's not going to be good enough for Godalions at this stage, and hoping for a second centre, which Haphazard couldn't quite finish. That was a great little touch by Flake, who will be knocking the ball away, and well, 1-0 to Godalions, trying to extend the lead here. They can't quite get it, and with 3 minutes 45 on the clock, it's end-to-end stuff. Both sides looking for shots, not really coming out shots on target though. James will be able to knock that away.
Yeah, definitely. Godalions really looking like comfortable at this moment in time, but James being subbed in for Nigerian Bear, and maybe he can make a difference here for Godalions. Maybe they just needed a swap around. I mean, it was quite an intense game for them in the last series. They wanted a quick rest, but unfortunately, it's because this is fixed time and matches, obviously they just had to go and play, unfortunately. But maybe their mental drain might not work out for them, but who knows, who knows.
Yeah, the difference is that Igneous have had a little bit of a break at least now, and they might have been able to see, if they watched the last game, how Godalions really performed. The Flake, he got in trouble there, but he still is. Godalions get a second goal. It's James, the first of his goals.
Yes, definitely. Just beating out Savvy, and then Flack there tries to go for the pinch on the backboard, but misses the ball, and the ball rebounds straight to James, and James has open net, and that's 2 goals.
A great little lead then for Godalions to try and build upon here. And Igneous, they had the lead in the last series. This time they've not quite got the lead established for now, but still early days yet, still a chance for them to try and recover. And Godalions, they're trying to get a 3rd goal here. Just the ball isn't quite in their possession at this stage, and Igneous for now just have to keep watching for a few things, trying not to overcommit. And now they are trying to commit for the goal. It was Srib the effort which James was able to save. The danger still there. It's a great goal back for Dennis, and Igneous have one there.
Yeah, it's such a bad defense there for Godalions. We saw Savvy and James both going up for it, and such a shame because Dennis was there for the read and he hits the ball into goal, and that brings it to a 1-goal deficit here.
Oh, I was apparently experiencing packet loss. I don't know what that is.
It might be the server, so we'll see how it goes. If it's not affecting the gameplay too much, but see how it goes. There we go. It seems to have disappeared, but 2-1 here to Godalions and really playing quite well in this first matchup.
Flake had to make a crucial save there. It's a great shot in the end for Strib down the other side of the field. He hit the rebound and shot home. It's 2-2, and just like that, Igneous have found their response.
Yeah, and as I say, their first game's anyone's game, but you know, I'm not sure if it's like a common thing whether the first team who takes the first match is the team that usually wins the series. I don't know if that's a common thing. I'm sure I've heard that somewhere before, but maybe this is the case. Maybe whoever wins this first match is the most likely to win here, and at the moment it's anyone's game, and both teams looking really strong. No, not many double commits, but defense is not quite on the strong point.
Flake was trying to get something with that. Sarvi was the player to knock it away. Strib down the other side looking for the second touch. It was a great touch and all, but couldn't quite find the target, just hitting the corner. Flake trying to keep this pressure alive, and he somehow found the goal.
Flack just beating Savvy to the ball, yeah, hitting off the ceiling and down, and no one there back from Godalions, and that brings it to a 1-goal lead here between Igneous Esports and Godalions.
Now then, Igneous, they've responded how they needed to. Godalions, they had the lead. It's not quite worked out for them this time. So this time Igneous on the right end of a comeback, and this comeback might not be over yet. James had a shot. He had a chance which was saved by Dennis, and down the other hand, Hazard making that save. And they came so close to getting a goal. A third goal, a chance is there. And sorry, it would have been a fourth goal for Igneous, but they can't quite make it hit the net. There's another chance. Dennis eventually finding the back of the net, and it's a fourth for Igneous, who have definitely recovered now from that 2-0 lead, which they lost.
Godalions looking really strong at the beginning, but it all seems to have turned around with 1 minute 14 left on the clock, and Dennis securing Igneous Esports for a 2-goal lead here in this first matchup on Beckwith Park. And Godalions, they can bring out the plays, but I don't know, maybe that mental drain from the last match might have just numbed them a bit, and might not work out for them. And Igneous, they've had a break, so they've had time to relax and take back and see what they can do to make themselves better, whereas Godalions, they haven't had the opportunity, so this could be their downfall maybe.
You're right, they've had to come straight into this, and they had the lead going, but maybe they're just getting tired or worn out at this stage as James does some clearance. Maybe that might have been the plan also, to get James in just to get some fresh players in the gameplay as well. But Savi looking for the effort. Hazard was trying to recover and get the second shot in, didn't quite work out in his favour, and still he'll be allowed to keep the ball as Godalions try and get something in the last 20 seconds of this game here. It's certainly a game which is out of their favour at this stage. Flake might even look for a fifth down the other side. The shot is there, doesn't quite bounce in unluckily, and Dennis is trying to knock it home, not quite going to favour his side. Hazard, and there's a shot, a great save by Flake, who just denied a third for Godalions at the end. Then there should be nothing else here. It's going to be the game in favour of Igneous. They lead 1-0.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Igneous Esports securing their first win here in this series against Godalions, and Godalions falling two goals short. Unfortunately, just making a few mistakes that didn't go in their favour.
So now Igneous will just be hoping to avoid what they did in the semi-finals, which is take a couple of games in their favour and then lose the series entirely following a comeback from the opponent's team. Godalions will be looking to get an early goal in their favour, but last time they did that, they ended up losing the game. Flake will be able to knock the ball away this time, however, as Igneous now just to try and go for. They wanted possession, but Savi, Devin, Flake, bit of BM coming out there. But either way, Igneous is going to be trying to push forward here. Just a slow little start from both sides, realistically, it feels like. Haphazard, he was centering it towards James, but James couldn't quite get the ball. Still this challenge, the pressure is here. James' shot somehow kept out by Igneous, and I don't know how they've been unable to miss this. So finally, Savi scores. Finally, Godalions get a goal.
Like we saw this last match, Godalions putting really good pressure on them to begin with, and they were going up 2 goals lead, and then unfortunately they fell apart towards the end, so an early goal might not be what they really want to begin with.
Either way, it gives them that little start, that little bit of advantage, and just apply a little bit of pressure onto Igneous, and that was so close to a second there. Was Savi with the effort, another effort again. The saves at the end there. Scrib, what an effort, what a shot, and just unlucky on the save there from the Godalions side. 1-1.
Yeah, Srib just responding to Godalions' goal, saying, hey, look, I can do what you do, and he's performed this, and Savi nearly making the save, but unfortunately it didn't work out, and he just popped it right into goal.
Godalions, they won the kick-off, but Igneous, they've got it in their favour, and there's 2-1, just like that. Igneous only needed about 30 seconds to make a recovery, and they've done it so quickly and so easily.
Yeah, such a quick fire goal straight from kickoff, and 2 goals in quick succession. Godalions really need to have a look, see where they're going wrong, and try and turn it around in their favour. But unfortunately, it's not happening right here, as Igneous are currently leading.
Oh, hello, there's another shot. A good little chance there for Igneous to go 3-1 up then. Flake trying to clear the ball, he can't quite clear it. Savi gets the ball centred, and it's not quite going to go anywhere for the Igneous side, who were looking for that third goal. And Igneous now have to rotate back. Godalions pushing forward in a counter-attack. A counter-attack which is working, so close, but not enough from Haphazard to really clinch onto that loose ball. They're going to try and go again here. Dennis trying to claim the ball. For now, he can't get it, and Dennis pretty much gives it to James, and James is going to try and have an effort here. It's not quite going to bounce in the Igneous favour. One chance coming in there for Godalions. It's not quite going to favour in their side. And Godalions now having to fall back because Igneous is going on the attack. Going forward they go. They can't find anything either. There's 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, the thing I noticed in Igneous Esports, their possessions aren't particularly that great. As we just saw Dennis trying to struggle with that ball just a moment on the sidewall. But Godalions' defensive errors on their part, just they need to position out. And what a shot from Flack, reading it off the top corner. Damn, Dennis. Sorry, go for it, buddy.
That was just really nice, just to control the angle. He had it all in that shot then. Flake, a really good player if he's in scenarios like that. That's 3-1 for Igneous now, and Godalions, they're not quite dead and buried yet. Maybe 4, maybe 5-1 would do it, and Godalions, I don't think they're going to try and give up here. They do have to go defensive early on here, as Dennis looks to re-send the ball into the loop, and it's just looking chaotic from Godalions. There's a shot from Flake, looking to get a second on board, turn into a centre in the end. Scrib, he'll be looking to find something from the left-hand side. At this stage, nothing, but Dennis might be looking to keep this chance alive. The pressure was there, and Igneous not quite in the right angles to get the ball filtered through towards a goal. Dennis looking for this. Shrib, he can't do anything. The Godalions' defense is somehow holding off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so much pressure from Igneous Esports. Time after time again, they're just beating Godalions to the ball, and it's not been out of Godalions' half yet until now. We're seeing a good counter attack there from them, but nothing's been made of it, and now Igneous just controlling the ball. I mean, we're seeing a lot of interest about people wanting to join this league. Guys, if you want to join this league, we're just waiting for teams to confirm whether they're going to be playing in for Season 3, and then after Wednesday, there'll be open sign-ups where you can sign on with a team or try and make contact out for one of the teams that are already in this league here at the ECC. I mean, if you want to check out more, we in the links below we have our Discord channel, so you can sign up to there and hopefully find a team that way. I mean, we have a looking for team channel, so if you're interested in that, please join our Discord channel and you could search for a team up on there. So yeah, please join.
You know, there's all sorts of people in this league. There's gold ones like me, and I used to be bronze. Gone.
I was going to say, yeah, as ECG person has said, admin has said, there are maximum, depending on the divisions, depends on what what's your MMR. Your MMR as a team depends on what division you'll play. So depending on your MMR, it will depend on what division you play. And we're seeing a 3-goal lead here from Igneous Esports.
Igneous Esports pretty much have this under control, looking for a fifth. Dennis with the effort, the aerial effort. There's nothing they can do about Shrib's follow-up effort. A great finish. That's 5-1, and the second game done and dusted. That's Igneous looking set to go 2-0 in series points.
Igneous Esports really turning on the fireworks now with a 4-goal lead victory. 50 seconds left. Godalions need to really respond here. Oh, what a pinch from Flack, and someone just needs to be there from Igneous Esports to read that, but no one was. Godalions, I'm not sure what's going with these guys. They looks really strong last match, but obviously maybe the pressure was too much and they're just a bit too mentally drained.
Haphazard trying to get something in play here, and yeah, it might just be the fact that they're drained from playing so much continuous competitive fixtures. I mean, forget about matchmaking. This is a lot more serious. The playoffs, the ECC second season. James looking to control the ball, and Godalions can't really control the ball as well as their opponents are. Shrib looking for the effort, looking for a sixth right at the end here. They can't quite get it. The angle wasn't perfect enough. Dennis looking for the last goal. Eventually they find a sixth.
Yeah, Igneous Esports doing really well. Bit of a double commit there from them guys. Just needs one in the middle just to be there on the safe. And obviously Dennis was fortunate enough for one of the Godalions defenders to miss that ball, and he had open that opportunity, and he secures a sixth goal for Igneous Esports. So count down to the final 3 seconds. As soon as that ball hits the floor, Igneous Esports will be taking this second game here.
It's not going to touch the ball yet. It's not going to touch the floor yet. It will now. Fought for a second. Igneous was going to try for a 7th goal, but nothing too frustrating enough for them.
Here we are about to go on to game 3 here between Igneous Esports and Godalions, and Igneous Esports looking really strong here. Game 3 and currently 2 games winning here.
I don't want to know what you're talking about in chat because it's really weird. Twitch, go home. Twitch, you're drunk. It is Godalions on the orange team, still Igneous looking for this early goal here. Sorry, it was Godalions with the early pressure, the early chance. Haphazard will deny him a chance. Our opponents to counter-attack and get the early kill. Savi, he misses that, and that's a huge miss. Shrib will have the effort, which went towards goal, wasn't quite on target. It is Igneous now falling back, responding. James can't do anything from that. And off of this, Flake, he's now moving forward. And Flake is looking to get a good little chance going here for his opponent, his teammate Dennis. A great sell, a great shot. But for Sabi, a simple enough save, and straight down the other end they go. Flake won't allow any further pressure to go happen at this stage. Hazard had the shot, nothing for that. And Sabi is just trying to keep this alive. It ends up at James. There's 1-0, the first goal for Godalions.
I thought the member from Igneous Esports had that save, but James just shoots the ball on goal, and Srib nearly getting the save, tries to pinch out, but unfortunately there was just that ever slight room between the ball and the floor, and it just bounces directly into goal. And now Godalions returning the favour, and they're leading finally after 2 matches.
Yeah, Godalions are looking for a second at this stage as well. Haphazard is controlling the ball. It's set up for the opposing team. The Igneous side can't quite do a lot with that at this stage, and Flake couldn't intercept that either. Going down the other end, Godalions looking to try and get a second goal here, and a second which should help secure their lead. And Srib down the other end looking for the effort, the chance to really get an equaliser. They can't quite get it. Both sides feeding the pressure, both sides going for end-to-end effort. And while there's no further clear-cut chances at this stage, I say both sides still have a chance to win this. Godalions, that was Srib with the effort, played down to Dennis. The chance not quite finishing in their favour. Flake, with the effort here. It's set up for Srib. His shot saved by Dennis. I'm losing track of names, and Dennis somehow kept out by Haphazard. What?
The gameplay going a bit too fast for you, it seems. Just a blur of words, but we're seeing really good offence by Godalions, and they're trying to turn around. There's a bit of an awkward back pass there from Dennis. I don't know if Flake was trying to, if he was trying to get that back to Flake quicker than Flake intended, but it worked out for them eventually, and Flake nearly just managed to take it up the field. So seeing a bad mistake there from Srib as he flips over, but nice one over, and here's a goal opportunity, and Flake with the open net just wide.
James can easily clear off of that as Igneous now just fall back and try and keep this chance, this pressure alive as they look and search for this equalising goal. Just the ball's not falling in the right angles, either that or the players just aren't in the right positions really. Sabi will be able to clear this ball away at this stage, and we'll be trying to get an open cut chance here. It's Igneous struggling to really control the ball. Haphazard will deny a chance to really control it. Dennis and James just being demoed all across the map. Dennis for now coming off on top. Haphazard, he missed that, and that's a huge miss. Igneous Academy trying to capitalise, and they can't quite do a lot. Srib couldn't do anything from that angle either, and off of this, Sabi will be trying to push forward here, trying to get something in play in the end. Dennis will centre the ball for Godalions towards the other end. Srib saving James's eventual shot, and this is set up perfectly. Srib only has to tap this in. It's set up for Flake. Flake can't quite hit it. The back ball, the ball's still in play. Somehow they don't hit it in. Haphazard can't even get the shot, and Igneous still looking more likely to score. It's in their opponent's half. The shot is there, and Dennis will finish it off for 1-1.
Yeah, it's such a shame. We see Srib just patiently waiting there for the ball to come, and he tries to rotate round, and then he tries to go for the ball, but Dennis was there with a good shot. But as 2 players tried to commit to that save, whoever came in from that right didn't really need to go for the ball. The person in net had a good opportunity for that save, and it... Oh, I know, nearly. But the person who came from the right had just needed to wait off just that second, because that person in net had a good opportunity to save the ball, but the unfortunate double hit there resulted in a goal against the Godalions.
Hazard looking for the second to get them back in the lead. They can't do it. A massive save by Srib, keeping his side in it, and off of this, Flake and his team try to push forward, but they can't. It's another shot forward, another chance for Godalions, who still can't find the target on point at this stage. Another chance, potentially 2 players committing in. Flake will be able to save it, but they can't save this. Dennis, he's the man who's saving his side, and Igneous being kept in it down the other end, and Igneous can't quite find the shot on target. And now James looking for another goal here. There's 40 seconds to play, and Godalions and Igneous really playing and hoping to win.
Yeah, Godalions looking a lot better from these previous 2 games where they weren't playing so well. Igneous still looking like the strong contenders. I think you might be right on your predictions. I think Igneous look like they're going to take this and play for that third and have that third spot position and play for it. I know that 1 goal lead difference is... I don't know what to say right now, but my mind is like blurred. But you want to see Igneous try and secure that third place spot. They're playing, like I was saying, they're playing really well at this moment in time, looking like the strong contenders. Godalions looking a bit messy over the place, and they would have had that goal if that wasn't for that double commit, but I don't know. So here we're overtime in the third game.
Godalions are going to win the kickoff straight away, and they can't do a lot with the loose ball. Haphazard, he's trying to make this work out, and still there's danger coming in for Igneous here. Somehow they're scrabbling it away, but they can't do it. Sarvi finds a goal 9 seconds into overtime, and Godalions finally have a game back in their favour.
Godalions. Wow. Here we are, match 4, and Godalions managed to secure a win against Igneous Esports. So Igneous Esports still looking like the strong contenders here. I know they've taken a game away from them, but they're looking really strong at the moment.
There's Godalions trying to get the second game and trying to equalise the series. Remember, Igneous, they've lost 2-0 once today, and a great shot by Scrib. I thought the save was even better by James. And the Godalions defence realistically haphazard. And a great little touch forward by Sarvi, but there's no one towards the centre of the field. For Godalions, 3 players back, and they need to be back now. It's a great shot, a great chance for Dennis, just not hitting the right target. Blake's still trying to keep this pressure alive. It's pass forward, and the communication and the passing is brilliant from Igneous and Godalions in this game. Much more stronger. Sarvi, though, will cling on to this loose ball. Not going to be far enough, though. Igneous regained the ball, and it's regained back by Godalions into the centre, looking for something. Igneous, though, just somehow keeping the ball in their favour, keeping it out of goal, and Flake destroying James just denied Godalions a chance to find anything.
Yeah, Godalions and Shrib with the flick. Seeing Godalions looking like their mentality was drained, but they brought it back after that game, and hopefully they're coming into this game looking strong, but unfortunately Shrib managed to pop it over the final defender of Godalions.
So, Igneous, they get the early goal, they get what they want to get, try and keep this lead going on series points. Flake will be trying to control the ball. He can't quite control it either. Nor can his teammates actually, because Godalions, they're looking likely to try and get this ball here. Igneous need a second just to try and calm down and keep the ball and keep their controls at bay. And mechanically looking better, Dennis will set the ball up towards the left-hand wing. There was no one there to really work with that. Dennis again looking to send something forward, and I can't tell if Dennis is hoping to find a player or if he's just randomly sending the ball forward. Flake is there, but had to find had to beat 2 players. Dennis, what a shot, what a finish. He's got a second goal for Igneous now.
Yeah, definitely. You obviously had the right prediction. Igneous really showing their dominance against Godalions. They've really given them the cookie, as to say, but 2 goals lead here at 3 minutes 20 to go. Godalions really need to try and spice things up here. I don't know. This might be Godalions' device, and they might be ending up staying in Division 2. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, Division 2 is still a pretty good league to be in, but Igneous Esports really trying to get that 3rd place spot here in this match.
3 minutes to go in the 3rd place playoff game on game 4. Nice shot, actually, nice attempt by Flake. Couldn't quite find it. I don't know how he didn't score that. And despite further pressure coming from Igneous, it's going to be Godalions trying to control the ball, looking to go forward here in a counter-attack. Well, it's Shrib and Igneous rotating forward now, trying to find something, and the chance was there for them to make it work out, but Igneous is not fully in the right positions to cling onto the loose ball. A good shot, a good effort for James. It's too high for anyone to do anything with. Either that or Godalions just weren't prepared and not ready for it. Haphazard, he'll be centering the ball, however, and Igneous with 3 players back, they're doing what they can in the defensive end, and so far just about working as it should. Shrib, he loses the ball actually to Savi, and that would have been a good little chance to try and capitalise really to get Godalions back in it, and still there's pressure being kept alive. Haphazard centering the ball, Godalions had no one there in support of him, and even at the right, Savi's not there, they had to rely on James clearing that. He will do. There's 2 minutes to go, and James and Godalions trying to get something here.
Yeah, Godalions trying to put the pressure on, but they seem too far and wide apart. So Igneous Esports just really putting them in their demise, and we're seeing Godalions trying to struggle to get back, and Haphazard trying to return the flick there, as we saw Srib do earlier against them, but nothing's really working out for these guys, and it's a good opportunity for Haphazard, but Strip there already for the ball.
90 seconds then for some sort of Godalions response. They've got time to do it. I don't know if they can do, despite all this pressure. Haphazard and James, they've been key figures throughout this match. So we've not really seen a lot from Sarvin. A couple of mistakes coming out. James and Haphazard do what they do, and they'd like to clear it away. And James is now going to try and push forward. Shrib, though, he's equal to it. He was quicker to the ball. Sarvi now in control of the ball, trying to centre it, looking for something, but Flake is just that one step quicker and faster than him. Haphazard, and they can't do anything, Godalions, really. They're just trying to cling onto the loose balls. Dennis looking for the centre, and honestly, whenever Igneous push forward, they look dangerous and threatening.
Yeah, they do. Like here now, Haphazard clearing the ball as Dennis is going for the demo on him, but didn't make it slowly. But yeah, you're quite right in what you're saying about Igneous. When they're on the front, they're looking really dangerous. They're getting the passes in, and they're just taking that opportunity, and they're scoring from it.
Well, a couple of players coming into that. In the end, Savi wins it, but he isn't going to beat Dennis. And right back at your face from James. Igneous try and secure this to try and get a third goal here. Godalions, they've improved slightly. They are trying to find something, but in this game, just don't seem up to scratch. And Savi will be looking to find something at the end here in the equal 50-50 challenge by his opponent. And so early pressure at the end. Godalions wanting at least one goal from this, and nothing going to be coming of it. It should be Igneous closing this out 2-0.
Here we are with what could be quite possibly the final game between Igneous Esports Academy and Godalions. Now, we saw Godalions play absolutely amazing when they looked like they were in for it for defeat, and they brought out a 3-1 victory over Irrelevance Black, and maybe they can do the same here. Maybe they can turn it around for say maybe that's what they like. Maybe they like to have that absolute pressure. And we see it again. Godalions brought James in for this series, and he's brought that first goal in.
What a shot that was from James as well. Just an open net, pretty much to work with, just perfectly placed in the top left corner of the net. A good little start for Godalions to try and build upon, despite being 3-1 down on maps. It's going to be Godalions trying to get a recovery, trying to keep this recovery in play, and one map at a time. That's all we need to do. Haphazard and Savi looking to get something worked out there, but the Igneous defense can hold off for now, and another chance, which was saved by Dennis. Down the other end, James can clear away, but not going to be fully cleared though, and now's a chance for Igneous to try and get a shot. Srib so close, and Flake somehow just turning back to flick it home. It's 1-1, and Igneous Academy back in this.
Aye, 1-1 here indeed. With 4 minutes 20 left on the clock, this is going to be an intense game for Godalions, and they really want to try and win this, try and get those team plays in, try and position better, try and be faster than Igneous Esports, but I don't think Godalions have got it in. I think they're mentally drained from that matchup between Irrelevance Black, and it might just work out. And Haphazard, as I turn around and say they may be mentally drained, Haphazard comes in and brings it to a 1-goal lead victory.
2-1 then for Godalions to try and at least keep building upon at this stage, and a lead which isn't really stable enough to say that you've definitely won it. Igneous, they've come back from these situations before, and they've got a chance with 4 minutes. Certainly, and there's a shot, a good chance. Flake, he was crucial to getting a save there. James might be looking to keep this chance alive. They're looking for a third goal. Shrib making the save there. Can't do a lot with Savi in play, and Savi's effort is only going to find Flake. Now, Haphazard, the Godalian side are trying to still get something enforced here. James will be the man to look and centre the ball here. The centre which didn't quite pay off for them. And the Academy side really feeling the pressure at this stage, and Godalions looking to get this third goal so close, can't quite find the target.
Aye, definitely, and here's an open net opportunity. James responding, showing that Godalions can do this. They won that third place spot, but Igneous still looking strong. I know they've got a 2-lead victory. We've still got over half the match to play. Igneous Esports looking weak at this last minute. They've looked a bit weak, just being a bit messy. Maybe they thought they had it in the bag, and obviously that confidence they've been overconfident and starting to mess up, and just need to take control of the situation, and they could easily have it in the bag.
Surely Godalions have got it at this point. I'm not saying they have, but it's pretty confident that they've got a chance to hold on to this, and they were looking for a 4th goal there. A chance didn't quite hit the target. Well saved by the Igneous Academy side. Flake trying to keep this chance and the pressure alive on the offensive side, and so far they're trying to keep it alive, but James down the other end, he's got plans of his own. Godalions trying to get something in play. An open net on both sides really, and the loose ball not quite falling to anyone. Shrib's got the ball now, looking for the shot, and it's going to be equal to it by Godalions.
Yeah, Igneous Esports trying to get the ball out of their defence, and Haphazard just returning the favour, just saying, hey, you can have that back. And now we're seeing a good offensive, and we're seeing Savi with a change of car. He's going for the Batmobile. Maybe that could be the edge that they need. We know how powerful the shots on Batmobile can be, and as deadly as the Batmobile is.
Deadly. What's the phrase, like?
Deadly dangerous.
No, it's like quiet and deadly or something.
Oh, silent. Silent and deadly. But we all know how terrifying sound the Batmobile is. Flak. There's a good demo there from one member of Igneous Esports. Shrib with the demo on Savi. Savi wasn't able to get back. I don't think he would have made that save anyway, but Flake with a good shot on goal.
So, chat, are Igneous going to win this, or are Godalions going to be able to hold on to it? Remember, Igneous only need one more map, and Godalions a long way back. A good effort actually coming up from James, with Shrib making the save there. Crucial save, and Shrib still trying to make and keep this chance alive as Igneous try and recover what they can. They got 2 goals back. They need one more at this stage. And Flake, he's got an open chance to try and do something. An easy, as you like to say, for Savi. Didn't even have to move. That's how simple it was. But it's pretty much teed up here for Dennis, and Igneous still trying to keep this alive. No players quite there in the defensive end, and somehow Godalions do clear it away right at the end here. Shrib might be looking for something here and trying to get the ball down for his teammates, and just really avoiding the other team from getting the ball, and it's not fully cleared. On 90 seconds to go, Godalions might even be looking for a 4th goal here.
And that's a bad mistake by Shrib. He was waiting on the wall, but he didn't need to do that. He just needed to turn his car around as a bad situation. He was coming from a bad angle, I think. Just needed to rotate to that back post. Dennis could have come in and challenged that ball a bit earlier, but Savi making short work of that awkward situation. Awkward.
Pick off in favour of Igneous, and Dennis are trying to make something off that. He really wanted something, just wasn't able to find anything. Hazard and Godalions will be able to fall back at this stage, and Godalions now pushing for this 5th goal and looking to secure the win here, which I believe they've got at this stage. Igneous though just going to try and keep the pressure up, keep the momentum, and at least keep some momentum going on their side of things, not to lose too much confidence. A minute remaining now. And a minute which Godalions should be able to easily hold on to at this stage. And it's a tough ask, or their opponents are making it tough, but they're holding on to it so far. Good effort by Shrip.
What a shot! He was up for that ball and he redirects that right between the defenders. Savvy on the wall, just waiting patiently. Waits for the shot, but it's a bit too slow, and the other defender coming in from the left is a bit slow to the ball and hits it directly back into goal.
Oh, there's a chance here. Flake getting one back. It's 4-4, and they've somehow made this comeback happen. I don't know how Igneous have done it, but it's not game over yet, and people in chat were saying Godalions have got this. Igneous, they've proved them wrong.
Yeah, 4-4, 40 seconds left on the clock, and Igneous put on quite a show against Godalions. Godalions did respond really well with leading 2 goals, and they just fell apart in the final 30 seconds, and we're seeing a good offensive pressure there from Igneous Esports, and now they have to scramble back because there's a goal opportunity and Havas there to read the ball off the backboard.
And just like that, everything I said about Igneous making a comeback is just wiped off. Godalions finding a nice little easy finish, essentially from Hazard, tapping home Savi's assisted pass. 5-4 Igneous, can they do it again?
Yeah, that's a bad decision. We saw Dennis go for that corner boost. All he needed was that small boost pad in front of goal, and he could have saved that ball easily enough, and that could have cost him the opportunity to have that place secured in that 3rd place. But who knows now? We got 10 seconds left, and we're just going to wait for this, see what happens in these last few seconds.
So close, not close enough to really knock it home. There's nothing left for Igneous in this match, and Godalions do make a start of a comeback happen. It's 2-2 in the series, and we're edging closer. Just 3 more games left. Let's see who's going to take it.
We're in.
Welcome back then, and a good little recovery being brought out from the opposing side. Game 5 of 7. And for Igneous and Godalions, now the real pressure starts to come in. Now the hard work has to pay off. I don't know what happened. I was just holding my mic for some reason. A good bit of pressure. Hazard trying to get an early set of pressure and attacking presence from Godalions, but at this stage, nothing quite yet. And the balls keep crossing in for Godalions as they look to get this early goal in their favour. Igneous for now holding on tight, holding on to this lead, and also the 0-0 James, Xavi, Hazard. They're all doing what they can to try and get this ball centred, and the defensive end of Igneous are just looking good. Still, the pressure's being kept up, and almost an empty goal for them to work with at this stage. Igneous, Godalions still yet to break the deadlock after 4 minutes gone. And this, boys, this is Rocket League. Although I do have to say that with a bit more emphasis. Great little shot. Great save also by Haphazard. It was Dennis with the original effort. It was well saved by Haphazard realistically. James just going to try and control the ball now. And with Shrib being demoed off, it means Flake's going to have to do a load of work. And he came so close to that centre there. Just wasn't quite going to be enough at this stage. 3:50 to go. And Shrib and Godalions now the other side looking more likely to get a goal at this stage here. Trying to get something in play. And 3:40 on the clock. It's going to be James. His efforts saved well by Flake. Shrib. He's going to try and push on and try and get something off this. Looking for the shot. He came so close, and Dennis looking for the rebound effort, which still doesn't go in. Flake also trying in with the efforts. The shots from Igneous just not on target. And Godalions for now will hold on for just a bit. Good save, Sarvi. Shrib had the original effort, and so far been quite a close sort of affair, and neither side really able to break the deadlock at this point. Celsius.
Aye, definitely. We're seeing that Godalions, they want to respond, and as they want to respond, Dennis with the pinch shot off of James. Haphazard, I apologise, off of Haphazard. What a clanger into goal. 80 miles per hour. What a boomer. And obviously, Igneous Esports know that if they win this game, they're going to secure that third place spot, and they'll be playing in the auto promotion relegation series for Division 1. But obviously Godalions, they know that if they don't win this series, then they'll be sticking around in Division 2.
Shrib is trying to get something off of this at this stage here, and Dennis and Flake for now will just be able to hold on to it. It's Igneous looking to try and close this game out, and still a long way to go just yet. Haphazard will be holding on to the ball just for now, and so are we looking to try and centre something here at this stage? It's not going to be much, and with Flake here looking to do damage, he can't quite do a lot at this stage.
Yeah, we're seeing good 50-50s from these Igneous Esports. And they're really putting the pressure on, and seeing two players commit, and that makes it awkward for Dennis as he's the only guy back, and we're seeing good offensive pressures from these guys. Godalions really having to scramble for their defense, and Igneous just playing the faster ball.
Oh, a good effort actually from Dennis there. He came so close. Shrib, he will actually finish it off himself. That's 2 to the good for Igneous Academy, and a good little finish coming out.
Yeah, Dennis, he had the opportunity to score there. Just a slight wrong angle on the Batmobile, and it didn't go in his favour. But Shrib, as the two defenders were falling to the ground, Shrib just comes in and cleans up, and that brings it to 2-goal lead victory. And we've got 2 minutes left, and it's very intense at this moment. Godalions got all to play for. Same with Igneous Esports. They really want that third place spot.
So we're trying to get something back here as Godalions try and get a goal back. They will eventually find on Hazard finding the last little effort at the end there. There's one back for Godalions, and after this, maybe a start of a comeback.
Shrib just awkwardly placing it down in front of net, and we know how deadly that can be, and we've just seen Haphazard clean up his shot to the ground, and he scores it, bringing it a 1-goal deficit. And just Godalions, they can respond. They know how well these guys can play, but Igneous Esports looking really strong at this point.
Dennis just going to try and control it at this stage here, and he will do quite sufficiently. Igneous trying to build off this at this stage, and they are building. The control by them is actually looking quite good, and Blake will be looking to centre the ball here. His good control assisting, and it's a great setup for Dennis. He'll knock it home, and Igneous go 3-1 up.
Yeah, this might be the nail in the coffin as Dennis, as he thought the defender missed the golden opportunity to save the ball from the utter demise that Godalions are having right now. Dennis just comes in, floating down from that pre-jump. He thought he had that ball initially, but obviously
3-1 then. Igneous still trying to hold on to this, and looking more likely that they'll be able to hold on to this lead. Godalions just trying to recover whatever they can. Haphazard trying to knock it away, but Shrib made a clinical touch to make sure it doesn't fully escape this little pressure. Flake looking for another chance, another shot, which just didn't quite work out in his favour. It is Shrib back on the ball now. Igneous looking, searching desperately for a 4th goal here, and Haphazard will be allowed to clean it away, and it's an empty goal almost. Shrib making a clinical little touch in there to a good block. This is not a chance to find anything else. Entering slowly the last 30 seconds, and it's a nice shot, a good effort by Haphazard, who's keeping the pressure up here. Igneous so desperately tight to hold on to this. With James there in force, it's going to be Shrib, will be knocking it away.
Alright, 30 seconds, 20 seconds left on the clock, and Igneous is looking like win is in the grasp of their hands and playing so dominating. What a bump from Shrib, and there just needs to be someone there from Igneous. He's supposed to take it, and Dennis, I think he cut Flack up there, being a bit awkward, but they could have secured a victory of 4-1. We got 4 seconds left, and as soon as that touches the floor, Igneous win.
3-2.
3-2. Igneous Esports finally won this momentous series, obviously losing to E-Nightmare with a poor performance in the last 4 games, and now coming on top against Godalions. What a play for these guys. I mean, what happened to Godalions? Where did they go wrong?